All right, so today is a very lucky day, but we'll work with it. We'll work through it. Okay, okay. We got Argo, we got Consolidated Outlands, we got Kruger Neglectic and Greycat. Kind of the miscellaneous day. I don't know what the title's gonna be, but yeah. Oh God, please just clear up. Please, good God, just fucking. Oh my God. Okay, so unless performance magically increases, I don't think I'm going to be able to show the interiors of any of the ships, just because it's going to be a hot mess otherwise. I might try it for the Raft since it's new and I haven't actually seen the interior myself yet. So, but yeah, so let's start out with the best ship in the game actually, as decided by the the best in show competition, the Argo Mpuv. This, I mean, I would say it's a golf cart. It kind of is, except an industrial golf cart. It's actually, it's like it's very small, but also, it's also used for getting like cargo containers around, like space stations, taking personnel or small bouts of cargo or other things like that, taking those to and from like either a ship to a station, like a capital ship to a station, or a capital ship to a capital ship in the middle of space, or getting things around a space station or around a an outpost. That's the kind of thing it's meant to be. It also, so you can see the other MPUV over there. That's the personnel. That is actually an escape pod. That is that they use in the Javelin and the Idris. The 890 has a similar one, although it's slightly different. Just basically, it's a fancier version of that escape pod. They're relatively slow. They have no weapons, no quantum drive, one shield. They got memed into winning best in show. I mean, honestly, it's not even a meme though. It is genuinely a very utilitarian vehicle that just because the game mechanics aren't in place yet, it's not being used as it's supposed to be being used. We've got the Mole, which is the multi-crew mining ship. I really like the look of the Mole, but I have no interest in a mining ship. This little cabin pops out. There are two on either side as well, or there's one on either side. I guess language. Oh God, I'm sorry. This is going to be a slideshow. I don't have any control over this. So when you mine, one of these shields pops open, and the arm underneath pops out. This is absolutely just a slideshow. All right, things cleared up. Okay, things cleared up for a second. We got some beautiful VTOLs on this. I love VTOLs. I love VTOLs so much. I really love the industrial look of Argo, but again, I don't want a mining ship, and I don't care for a mining ship. If they had, again, some conversion, make a Mole some kind of super fighter thing. Not a fighter, you know what I mean. If strap some guns on it, it doesn't have to be an amazing conversion, but I just want one. You also have these engines, which are all 4 in a row, but they actually go into an X mode. I don't know if it's tied to the landing gears or the VTOLs. I assume the landing gears. Looks very cool. The Raft. Of course it tempts me with good performance now. The Raft is a new one. So this is actually a very interesting ship in that it is technically freelancer sized. It's... It definitely is a, well, dare I say, more square. It feels more square than the. It feels more square than the Freelancer, although it's probably very similar size actually, probably. Also, I don't know how these airlocks are gonna work. I don't know how these airlocks are gonna work, but that seems like a very strange place for an airlock. I'm just gonna say. I will try leaving and then doing this. I really want to tour the interior of the Raft because I really also like this look, especially the VTOLs on this one. Okay, sorry. So it's basically, it's got a crew for 2. It's got one dual size 3 turret on the top. Not bad for a cargo ship, really, but it's like the Freelancers outguns it every day. It's got 96 SCU of cargo capacity divided into these 3 containers. And the advantage that this has is that instead of having to load out, say, 96 individual boxes, you can just drop 3 of these boxes off. And we'll see. In the future, maybe it'll change something around. Maybe you can have different boxes. But even if if it's just you pick up 32 SCU boxes in the time that it would probably take you to put on 1 or maybe 1 to, let's say, 5 SCU boxes, I don't know. This is going to be a much faster for the loading and unloading process, which, the trade-off for weapons might not necessarily be the best for some people in some situations, but it's definitely a very interesting ship. Also, again, I really like it. I love the look of the ship. I don't know how you would make a combat variant of this, or a combat conversion of this, but CAG, if you're listening, combat conversion of this, I would buy this. They might be able to fit like everything in one pavilion, honestly, if they wanted to really try. But yeah, okay, so we have Consolidated Outlands. The other starter ship, and in my opinion, the better one, although, it's a starter ship. It's not something to write home about. We have the Mustangs here. Oh God, this is the beta. Is it? No, this is the Gamma. Yeah. I just noticed the number on it. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so that's the racing variant. Okay, let's hold on. What is this? Is this? This is the beta. Okay. The Gamma is the racing variant. It I don't know if it can't mount a nose turret. I'm not sure. But these come with nose turrets that have 2 size 2s on them. Very nice. And then you have size 1 mounts on the wings for You have size 1 weapon mounts on the wings. Those mounts are aesthetic as far as I understand it. But we'll get to that when we get to another ship. On the Alpha, on the base version, you have cargo in the back. You don't have it here. The Beta swaps, and obviously, like the racing variant is, it's got faster top speed. It's pretty nice. The Beta swaps out the cargo for a living area, which performance is okay enough. I think we'll just show it. It's very nice, comfy little thing. This is also one of the ships that has. This ship also has, one of the best visibilities. It's really nice. The visibility isn't like. I wouldn't say. You should be buying ships solely based off of visibility, definitely, but it is one of the nicest. We'll get to the my favorite in 2 days. So yeah, here's your little habitation module. You got your bed. Sync I think this is supposed to be a mirror, maybe, but that looks just like some kind of weird Art Deco pattern more than a mirror, but whatever. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is your classic Shoilet. Better than the 300? I guess it's kind of better than the 300. I mean, it depends on your classification of better, I guess. I like it, although I have a Reliant, so it's not. If you're looking for a ship to live out, of, on the cheap, the Beta is a decent option. Can't really hold cargo for you, but when they do a gold pass, I'm sure that maybe they'll work something out for you there. And where we should have started, the Alpha. It has comes with these nice laser cannons. Now the area in the back, unfortunately, it doesn't really serve any purpose. And actually, let me check if you can even exit in the Alpha. So one of the problems that people have had with the Mustang is, and the Aurora actually, to be completely fair, is that the interior or the cargo grid does not actually work properly. Okay, it doesn't let me leave. But there is space behind me, and so what people have done since the tractor beam came out is you can't do mission boxes because you can't put them in the cargo grid. So people open the canopy. They open the canopy and they tractor beam mission crates into the back of this. I don't know how easy it is to work with that. I've never actually done it myself, but yeah. Also, they do not come with with weapons in the stock loadout, but it's not too bad. Ooh, nice countermeasures. But yeah, as we can see, I thought this was supposed to be like 6 SCU, but I'm probably wrong. But yeah, so we have a little grid. I don't know exactly how this is supposed to work. I mean, it looks like it's just holding. I don't know if is there like a plate underneath? I don't know. But point being, this is just a solid chunk of metal. It's not actual. You can't actually put any cargo on it yet. So eventually, and hopefully, fingers crossed, 318. But we'll see. Now the Gamma again does not have that. This is the combat variant. It has actually some pretty decent armor. It's got even a little bit of stealth capability, or a little bit. Still has the size 2s on the nose. The weapon points on the wings, however, they are now size 2 hard points, which means you can have a gimbaled size 1 or a fixed size 2. On the Mustang, you could have a fixed size 1 or a gimbaled size 1. I love gimbals, so this is a very hard thing, but it makes it even harder because these have rocket pods, which are supposed to be able to be swapped out with missiles, but not now. They'll get to it when they get to it. Unfortunately, the thing is that this basically has 3 weapon groups: the nose gun, the wing guns, and the rockets, but you can only have 2 weapon groups, so you kind of have to pick and choose what the rockets are going to have to work with, and until they increase some things until they've worked that out, I'm not that interested in this ship. It's good. It's definitely a good variant, but how much more combat potential does this have over an Alpha? It definitely does have stuff, but for the price difference, this is much cheaper. I think the Delta is like 3 times as expensive in game. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. But onto the Cybertruck meme. We got the Nomad, which is actually a very interesting ship. It has hover gear for landing pad, or landing gear for hover pads for landing gear. Sorry. I think it's got 3 size 3 mounts, which I think is kind of a missed opportunity. I think they should have put a Mustang nose turret on the nose, and then another Mustang nose turret on up there. I think that would have made much more sense, because this isn't supposed to be a combat variant, and having like just kind of locking you in to only gimbals kind of just makes more sense to me. But I mean, I don't dislike what they've done. It's just I would probably do something different. Here is your cargo grid. It's very decent. It's a very decently sized cargo grid. I think it can barely maybe hold a Cyclone, but the physics are mainly what's going to be stopping you on that account. It's a great ship. It has a little bit more range than most single-seaters. It's also got full living compartments. It's a very nice ship if you're just looking to move around. If you're just one person trying to go around the verse. It's not the best combat ship, but it's not the worst, definitely. I think it does also have 3 shield generators, which most usually have 2, so that's a plus. So it's a pretty nice ship. It's a pretty nice ship. I hope that the hover pads become like a thing that, maybe we can swap out. Like, maybe I can have traditional landing gear on this, and maybe I can have hover pads on, a Mustang or something. For example, that would be cool. Okay, so I skipped over Greycat. We'll get to them when we get to them. But right now we have Kruger, which is a very interesting company. They actually basically were kind of a outsourced company that they basically made the parts for literally like everything. Ships, guns, and at one point they were like, okay, so we make literally everything but the ship, so let's just make the ship. And they also make some weapons as well. In fact, I believe, yeah, this very sleek little Gatlin, or rotary, or rotating barrel chain gun. It's actually probably the more accurate term. That gun they make. They also make the Coroller laser cannon. But these things are, well, obviously they're meant to. They're the Snubcraft parasite ship for the Connie, which the Merlin is supposed to be. It's kind of funny. The Merlin, I believe, is supposed to be the combat variant with the size 2. I think I already rented it, but whatever. But the Archimedes, that just says, okay, why mount one gun on each wing when we could mount 2 guns on each wing? This actually has more firepower as a result. So I could be wrong. I think it might be the case that the Archimedes is more of a special variant that's... I don't know if you can actually pick up the Archimedes, or if I don't know if you can buy the Archimedes, or if it's just the Merlin that you can buy. I'm not sure, but they're nice little snubs. They're really fun. When racing comes in, I sincerely hope... Oh, also... the cockpit arrangement where it's like in the back of the ship is something extremely rare in Star Citizen. All of the cockpits, like 90% of the cockpits, are like on the front. Just a little thing that really separates this ship, and it looks very good as a result. I hope if Kruger makes like their own like standalone single seat fighter or whatever, I hope they keep this style. I really do. But yeah, I certainly hope also that we get more snubs that can compete with this, because the amount of snubs, I mean, they're good snubs, but I just wish there was more variety. Now on to Greycat, who's probably best known for the PTV, which was not actually supposed to be a ship. It's just a thing. It was literally back when the game was just hangars and just ships. This was literally for getting around people's giant ass hangars. It's a nice little go-kart for the sake of being a go-kart. I don't know how much has changed over the years with it, but it's a great little ship. Now we have the Rock. This nice little single-seater mining thing. It's great. The only bad things about it, I would say, is that it has an open canopy. I didn't even notice this. I'm not much of a miner. I think I've driven a Rock like once. So this is not my cup of tea at all. I get the feeling that there's something here, but I don't see anything. It's a fever dream, I think. But I vaguely remember something about them slapping a seat onto the mining arm of the Rock and making it something else. But I'm pretty sure this doesn't exist. Everybody has their ship that they hate. Definitely. But my problem is that the one that I hate doesn't exist. Obviously, clearly. I really wanted to do that bit. Okay, so now we have the Pioneer. God bless. The Pioneer. Oh boy, what a ship. So this is... Let's read the little blurb. After their auspicious debut with the Mustang, Consolidated Outlands has gone and changed the game again with the reveal of the Pioneer. The self-contained mobile construction yard is capable of creating planetary modular structures, ushering a new wave of aspiring colonists to customize new homes on the frontier. There is a lot about the Pioneer that's like... Talk about concepting a ship like before, you've even... set out how the feature is going to work. This thing, I have no idea. I would not be... Don't get me wrong. I think this is going to be a great ship. I think this is going to be a great ship. It's but it could change very, very much. We don't know how construction is going to work, how base building is going to work. This is definitely going to be like the end game of base building, I would think. I think genuinely, you don't buy a Pioneer to build a base. You buy a Pioneer to build other people's bases for them. Or maybe bases for like an org. But... They have said that you will be able to do base building in just an Aurora, but obviously how exactly is still up in the air. And also they said that a while ago, but like when I say a while ago, I think, don't quote me on this, but like a year ago, and the Pioneer came out like multiple years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I want to say 4 actually. It's been a while. It looks super cool though, but just not enough information. Now, the SRV, the Argo SRV, is basically just a tow truck, a tractor beam tow truck. So it's, it's genuinely that. It's really just that. It's gonna be a super cool ship. I don't know when ship tractor beams are gonna be a thing. I would kind of hope soon. But I don't think it's really in the cards yet. So this thing is probably going to be on the back burner for a little while left, I would imagine, but we'll have to see. So performance is decent enough that okay. Performance is decent enough. I think I'm going to try checking out the Raft. Again, I really love the aesthetic, but I just wish it came in different colors. Different colors and different purpose. I'm sorry. Actually, okay. The orange is fine. I'm green, purple, and red. Those are my 3 favorite colors, in that order. Oh, I didn't realize there were 2 decks. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, so I guess this looks like a component bay, but these are not. I don't know what the hell this is. I think this is just a really cool thing. I mean, I guess these are component bays, but it looks like they're iffy if they're actually working right now, but whatever. They don't need to work right now. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the component bay, and more components. Actually, honestly, looks really cool. Oh, a little elevator, or a little ladder. That's cool. So this is the Cargo Master Station. I don't know if that's the actual name. Support station. So this is basically the person who's going to be like, yeah, put the crate down. We're going to put the crate down. Yeah. That person. That is exactly, if the person doing that job doesn't sound like that, they're doing their job wrong. It's just a matter of factual objectivity. Here we have some weapon racks, which I'm very confused. Very confused why we need to have weapon racks on everything, but I'm not complaining. Got Shoilet. I think it's Shoilet. Yeah. Some arbor racks. Very nice habitation area. Also, let's see, there's probably a lift here. Yeah. And then, hold on. What? Oh God, where am I looking? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Got a very nice seat. Actually, kind of reminiscent. Oh God, it's kind of reminiscent of the Hammerhead. I really like this. Not as like a fighter having this would be heresy, but would be not amazing. But I love this style so much. Oh God. And then here's the airlock. And now we're getting lag, which is okay. Oh my God, and we have little padded areas just like H's. Oh my God. Argo, I know you don't make I know you don't make combat ships, but make a cabbage. I still really want to know how the hell this airlock works. Is gonna work in the future, but yeah. That's kind of ridiculous, but that's also kind of cool. A very nice little asymmetric touch. Oh, also these bunks operate as escape pods. I'm just a little puzzled by the fact that one of these seems to be much larger than the other, which is a little weird. But again, coffee. I have no idea what the hell this thing is. Is an ice cream machine? Is this an ice cream machine? I want to say this is an ice cream machine actually, because I could see a reason for an ice cream machine. I cannot see a reason for a coffee machine. Those are completely useless. And then another ice cream machine, or maybe the soda fountain. I could go for a soda fountain. I'll admit, probably the biggest problem I have with this area is that things look like they're supposed to be technical doodads and not necessarily food related. I mean, okay, it's fine if they look industrial, but I have no idea what the hell any of these are for. Are these cabinets? Or is this like a microwave? Is there a microwave? I would assume there should be, right? This is a spaceship. Why is there no microwave? Vacuum seal. Why do I need a... What? Category risk E vacuum. Like, what? What is this? Is this a trash can? I think this is a fancy trash can. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Okay, I love this. I love this. That is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. This is a very nicely designed habitation area. Like, okay. And we have cannon armor, arms, and also it looks like I can't wait for these to be like fully functional. I mean, you can put, 2 rifles, 2 pistols, or actually no, it looks like, I'm sorry, 3 pistols. But eventually I would hope that you can put like magazines and ammo boxes, all that good stuff. I would hope you could do that eventually. Looks like perhaps no escape pods. Or maybe one of these is an escape pod. I don't know. Oh, well, that works. I guess that is an escape pod. I think the Raft is a very fitting addition to the Star Citizen lineup of ships. I think it's going to be very nice, especially because like we have a lot of ships that have a lot of martial focus, and like this. Oh, also, I don't know where, but apparently there's also the option to slap some size 1s on here as well if you want to, but it's not a stock option. Like having more lightly armed cargo ships, having ships that just don't have nearly as many guns is kind of nice, honestly. It just kind of fleshes out the universe. Like, it's a dangerous universe, don't get me wrong, and like the idea of like every ship having at least some kind of gun, like some kind of weaponry, it makes sense, but it doesn't need to be the case. So really good on you. Really glad to see the Argo Raft. I just said we didn't need ships with guns, but like whenever you're looking to do like ship conversions, really random quirky things, especially Argo ships, Argo mold or Argo Raft, some kind of combat variant. I don't know what it would be, but yeah, that's my vote. Until next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.